You know, when I hear the word revolt, I instantly think of someone who is just tired of things as the way they are. Like they're just so fed up with where they are in life or what they're surrounded by, and they want to see something different happen. I mean, historically, if you look at it, America, to begin with, they were tired of the way they were being treated by England. They were tired of all the rules and things from people who were not there on a daily basis, and the injustice that was going on. I mean, you look biblically, I mean, the people of Israel had pretty much messed up what God had intended. You know, they had all these rules and on how things needed to happen day in, day out, and so God was tired of it, and He sends Jesus to change all of it. You look at Jesus and who He is and everything He stood for. He was the leader of a revolt. He wanted to change the history of the world. You go back to Galatians and you see, here's who I am and here's who Jesus is. Here's the spirit and here's the flesh. And you start looking at these things like, okay, how can I get more like this? How can I be like Jesus? You know, this being my flesh is not how God intended my life to be. So how do I get rid of these things to move more towards who Jesus is? Because I can't have these things over here with Jesus. I can't be be like Jesus, and still have these things in my life. To make it to who He is, I have to get rid of those. And so what does that look like? How do I start taking these things out? How does it affect my relationships with people? How do I treat friends? How do I treat enemies? How do I treat my family members? How do I get rid of things that are of my flesh and not how God intended my life to be? How do I get rid of those things to move more to who Jesus was?